A father speaks out after his daughter died at a summer camp.
Summer Camp Harm is America's best kept, well, one of America's best kept dark secrets.
His warning to every parent of a young camper. As the school year comes to an end, parents, you are probably getting ready to send your kids off to summer camp. But how much do you know about the health and safety of those camps? Brett Davidson investigates what parents should be asking before dropping your kid off at camp. So often I'm just thinking about, is he going to have a good time? What are the activities?
Absolutely.
Is there a pool? Right.
But there are a lot of questions we should be asking. More than 900,000 children attend camps in New York each year, and reported injuries were up by 24% last year. I spoke with a father whose fight for better camp safety regulations is personal.
My daughter Roxy was the air in my lungs. She was the oxygen in every room, to be honest with you.
Roxy Forbes was 6 years old in June of 2019 when her father Doug dropped her off at a California summer camp.
I was in the parking lot saying goodbye to her, and I got down on my knees and kissed her on the lips, and I told her, I love you to the moon and back.
They would be the last words he'd ever say to his daughter. That day, Roxy drowned in the pool at camp. Forbes and his wife Elena filed a wrongful death suit, claiming the camp failed to properly certify their lifeguards. He now runs a foundation that fights for stricter camp safety programming.
Roxy and all of these children, as young as 3, were under the supervision of fake lifeguards, simply because the camp wanted to save some money.
While deaths at summer camps are rare, injuries, sickness, and harm are not. According to the New York State Department of Health, there were 702 reported injuries during the camp season last year, an increase of 24% over the previous year. About half of those injuries were broken bones, followed by cuts and then concussions, with field sports being the most likely cause. The most extreme cases included 6 allegations of physical or sexual abuse, 3 near drownings, and 1 camper who died due to electrocution.
Camps absolutely, meaning the camp owner operators, should be spending much more time on comprehensive training for their counselors and staff.
Here in Monroe County, there are 85 camps regulated by the county health department, and all are required to have a comprehensive safety plan.
There are requirements for the camp director, a health director. There are requirements for first aid and CPR training, requirements for background checks for all staff or volunteers, even anyone that's spending a significant amount of time. There's ratio levels that are required for supervision.
Scott Halleck is Associate Public Health Sanitarian at the Monroe County Health Department. He says the camps are inspected twice a year, taking a risk-based approach.
It might be reviewing specific components of their medical plan, such as injury logs, medication, how they're storing and handling that. It might be reviewing field trips and how they're doing that. Swimming is a huge one.
What do you find most often are the violations that you come across?
When we do site violations, and we largely have really great camps with great compliance, but it would, for us to issue violations, it'd be around supervision. So something wrong with supervision, lack of supervision.
Last year, inspections resulted in just 1 red violation, a paperwork issue that was immediately corrected. Every parent wants their child to have a positive experience when attending summer camp. Forbes says that starts by asking a lot of questions.
We need to equip ourselves as parents and guardians with as much information as possible before we drop our precious cargo off at these places run by people we do not know.
The State Health Department has a lot of good information for parents on its website on the requirements and responsibilities of camp operators. It also has this really good checklist of questions to ask them before deciding on a camp. I've included a link to it in this story. You'll find it on our website at WHEC.com. Deanna.
Boy, Brett, I'm sure so many parents, after having seen this, these parents will want to see an inspection report from a summer camp that they're considering before they send their kid off. So where can they find it?
Well, you can ask the camp directly to provide one if they are willing, but the county health departments have a responsibility to make them available because they are the ones that do the inspections. But They mostly require a Freedom of Information request. Forbes believes there should be an open portal that posts the latest inspections online for all the camps statewide to easily give parents access to that information, Deanna.
Wow, just an eye-opening report. Thanks so much, Brad.
You bet.